I'm here in Seoul, South Korea, the mecca of all things beauty, to try and set the record straight on an online brewing conversation. Why do South Koreans want whiter skin? With AI tools that whiten your skin and whitening products sold everywhere, Seoul can make you ask this question even more. And if you ask how you can get whiter skin at Olive Young, a huge K-beauty franchise in Seoul, you'll be recommended glutathione, an antioxidant whose purpose was never to whiten skin. Take a look at this tragic scene right here. Families woke up this morning without their cars.
Kids are going back to school, but their phones are not.
We're here at the Jim Henson Gallery at the Center for Puppetry Arts with some of my favorite characters, Bert, Ernie, and the man of the hour, Big Bird. The driver opened fire from his window in rage and blew out another man's tires. Residents on Lakeside Drive have water again after they say they saw what looked like a lake on their 4th of July. Firefighters are still trying to hose down these hot spots after a large house fire in Snellville. One person survived, but their dog is still missing. Closed today. While they try to clean up inside, you can still see the bullet holes in the window, and they tried to cover it up with cardboard. Stop the gun violence. It's what's on the minds of Bre'Asia Powell's family. You may find it hard to believe that with the World Cup coming up, the busiest MARTA station in the city is closing for 4 years. Are these porches, which show you just how high the water can really get. First Creek Elementary students are in for a treat, especially with this new state-of-the-art STEM lab.
Cool. This is so y'all can remember her name this for her. We're gonna do this for her every time.
That name is Bre'Asia Powell. The 16-year-old was shot and killed near Benjamin Mays High School last year. It started out as a graduation party.
Just a normal night where the kids received their diploma, and once everybody left the property, they decided to bring it on down the hill and just everybody chill around and celebrate. Amongst them chilling around and celebrating, some guys came through and just had a shootout with each other, and she got caught in the crossfire running.
About 100 gunshots went off at the gathering. Bre'Asia was not related to anyone involved, and only 4 teens were arrested as police are still looking for the rest of the suspects.
Oh yeah, I don't even know what actually happened as far as why the incident occurred out there.
With a year going by and little answers, all the family can do is pray for peace.
Lord, we ask that you continue to bless us on this journey, for we know that this is a continuous journey, oh God.
The word superstar was on every shirt and banner. That is what Bre'Asia meant to the hundreds of family and friends who still carry a hole in their hearts.
She fire anything, she could do whatever. I'm talking about threes, dance, toe touch, whatever you want. She got it.
She was a superstar. It was nothing that she couldn't do.
Just now when we all be together, it just feel like we missing somebody.
Remembering Bre'Asia comes with wishing gun violence would end. The CDC says an additional 20 kids died during the summer as a result of gun violence. The overall leading cause of death among teens is guns.
The government could change the gun laws or something so all these little kids shouldn't be having no guns. We too young for that.
Bre'Asia's mother says she will never silence her voice to call on justice for the sake of her child.
I just want justice, and I want people to take accountability. So if I stand here and tell them that out my own mouth, maybe they'll help.
Reporting from Southwest Atlanta, I'm Morgan Norris. Just as summer begins, the city of Atlanta is without water. The water mains completely broke down in Northwest, Midtown, and downtown Atlanta on Friday.
Atlanta residents have been prevented from cooking meals. Many of our workplaces have been shut down. Hospital patients have been moved out of the city. This is unacceptable.
The community expressed all of these frustrations during the city council meeting on Monday. There was even an emergency fund proposed for small businesses who lost close to tens of thousands of dollars in the last couple of days.
The $5 million fund would not be money that is a loan, but would be money that is forgiven. It would be given to the business as a form of relief for, again, an incident that took place in the city that was to no fault of their own.
But the councilman, Michael Julian Bond, says the city has actually invested into their water systems.
We've literally spent billions of dollars on improving the water quality, the water systems facilities.
The question Atlanta is looking to answer: What's the solution?
If we're 2 weeks into this, how does this affect me next month and the prior month? Because for me, every day matters.
The mayor finally gave the city an answer.
We are currently in connection with and waiting on the Army Corps of Engineers, and they will be here with boots on the ground tomorrow.
The mayor went on to say that this is a crumbling infrastructure that only the Army Corps of Engineers can fix. As he said, they will be here tomorrow. Reporting from City Hall, I'm Morgan Norris.
From sewing, stitching, and hemming, you've seen this campus-made mogul strutting around Hampton University and on your Instagram feed. It's Christopher Smith.
Yeah, I think that's like the first thing that people usually approach me over. It's like usually like, oh, I like your outfit, or like, where'd you get that?
Smith is a third-year architecture major who happens to be a rising star in the fashion industry.
I definitely think that architecture is kind of an enabler of my creativity, and I'm also surrounded by so many talented people, so I feel like I'm always getting new inspiration every day.
His love for fashion even found him love in his life, meeting his girlfriend, Zoe Rose, over one of his creations.
I remember I DM'd him about some pants that he was wearing, and I was like, oh, like they were carpet pants. And I was like, oh, where did you get these pants from? Me and my friend have been looking everywhere, like we want pants like that. And he was like, oh, I made them.
Christopher's designs have been featured in every homecoming fashion show since his freshman year. Working in Bemis, the architecture building on campus, for 6 hours and creating 3-tier pants is not easy. Hampton University is his home by the sea, but there's just one place he loves a little bit more.
Yeah, I just love home because of familiarity and just being around people I love and like the environment that I'm, most like familiar with, obviously.
Because he's surrounded by his family, he's with his dad, he has access to that creativity and that time where he can sort of look inward and not worry about being a student. He can just be a creative.
So this is a picture of my dad when he was younger and all of his brothers, but a lot of people say that I look just like him. Y'all can figure that out, but I don't think so, but a lot of people say that.
Chris's creativity is his own, but his dad is his biggest inspiration.
Yeah, I'm extremely grateful to have him in my life, especially as I'm growing through my sewing career and fashion stuff. But beyond that, he's always just been kind of like a rock for me, like someone I can always look up to and like try to impersonate as much as I can.
Tamiko Smith was born in South Carolina. Living with 13 siblings, Tamiko Smith came from humble beginnings that inspired his unconventional creativity.
And he always hated going to school with like holes in his pants because that's like back then it was seen as something like, oh, like he's poor, like, oh, he doesn't like have nice clothes and stuff. So because he felt that why should I go buy something that was going to get messed up and keep fixing when I can make my own thing and, look better than everyone else. His words. But
when did you look at your dad and notice he's really cool? Like he's making all of this fashion stuff. Maybe I want to do that. When did that happen?
Yeah, so I came down here and he was in the middle of sewing. I kind of just sat there and like watched him do his thing. And like I found myself sitting there for like 3 hours and he had made a bag already. And that's when I asked him to like teach me and like to learn how to. These are the first designs that I ever did, and my dad always keeps these up. They're kind of embarrassing, but
his relationship with his dad turned into a nationwide fashion career. Wow. Christopher's designs were featured in the HBCU Sustainable Fashion Showcase at the French Embassy in Washington, D.C.
I was notified like 2 days before.
Whoa.
With my models, I told them to, if you want to mix up the looks or anything like that, or, implement your own style, and that really helped out because some of the outfits looked way better once they put their own personality in. And that's when I want my clothes to kind of reflect.
As Kim said, just sort of going, okay, time's up, go find a couch, go find an apartment, move to Philly, whatever. It's just not really fair at all.
They have to do it because the money is there. So they have to build it. So I guess everybody just plays the waiting game?
Yes. There's no other word for it. Yes.
Yeah.
Despite the growing number of unfortunate stories due to exclusion, these activists still have hope and won't stop demanding inclusion.
Sutter says she wants to bring her porch culture, redlining, property values, and equitable climate resilience plans to the table of Congress. She's just waiting for the invite. But it's hard when places like the Cinderella Plastic Surgery Clinic in the Gangnam District exist. I wanted to see if they were board-certified dermatologists, so I paid a visit.
주사에 관심이 있는데요. 불 터치는 혹시 아시는지?
저희는 그런 건 안 하고 성형외과 수술만 해요. 그런 거는 저희 말고 피부과.
피부과 가서 해야 돼요. 하이지는 뭐 그런 효과가 있는지 잠시만요.
따로 만나고
그래요?
병원에 오기로 했는지 같이 저쪽으로.
네네.
And once she left, we were able to roam the entire hospital because everyone disappeared. To whiten their skin, Korean women used to use rice powder and herbal paste, which is a parallel to the whitening sunscreens and foundations you'll see in your Olive Young today.
I cannot use Korean cosmetic right now. The skin color is not matched. Yeah, it doesn't match to me. When I've been to Italy, 2017, and I realized like first time in my life, like my skin was not wrong.
Good morning, I'm Morgan Norris. Happening now, thousands of people are still stuck at the world's busiest airport after that massive software outage that crippled travel globally. The former president is preparing to head back to Butler, Pennsylvania for the first time since that assassination attempt. 34 current, former, and future dogs are in Paris. Former Deputy Sean Grayson shot 37-year-old Sonia Massey earlier this month after responding to her 911 call. And the name of the gator belt was inspired by the song So Fresh and So Clean by Atlanta's own Outkast. Yesterday was National Disability Independence Day, focused on awareness and acceptance. Overnight, a rocket attack in the Israeli-controlled Golan Heights killed at least 10 people. Israel is blaming the Lebanese militant group Hezbollah. Thanks for joining us for Good Day Atlanta. The Georgia Gang is coming up next. Stay connected to Fox 5 around the clock through all our social media platforms, and join us again tonight for Fox 5 News at 10 and 11. Have a great day.